They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, that's Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Down. Black 22. Black 22. Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
To throw is Watson. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Airing it out for Olsen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch 88. 20. Hey, hey. Do something.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. On 1st down, it's Newton. He spins free. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Newton throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's it. 180. Great. Hey, hey. Great. Hey, hey.
Again, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
20.
Throwing again is Newton. Flushed out right. He's to the 10. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check.
He and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking...
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Green the line. Come back. Tiger.
On second down, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, that's Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Richmond. Tiger.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So just shy. Midfield, they tried it, didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
On first down, Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. J.J. Watt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Newton. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
20. Great. 20. Gun. Do some. Express. Hey, get right down.
Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
That's it. 180. Hey. 20.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Flush to his right. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Reset.
After the interception, here's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here's Watson, and that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Express! Good. Hey. 20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Demaryius Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He lost 6 there on the first down play. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
20. Hey, hey. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
To throw is Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Down. Green the line. Green the line. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Black 22. Black 22. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Do something. Hey.
Newton on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try the air now with Newton. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They get it to him running left, and just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Switch.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Miller, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hey, hey. Great. 20. Hey. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Hey. Do some.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing again is Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Blue 80. Blue 80. Tiger. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 59 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Do some. Hey, hey. Gun.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Do some. Watch the slap. Gun. Watch that at 3.
Newton on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Buying time to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Conklin. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing here, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Newton. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Newton's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. he's taken down. J.J. Watt. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.